Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. I feel so happy to be saying that. Guys, I have been sick for like 2 weeks straight, like really bad sickness, and I'm just getting to the point of feeling better. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my NBA playoff bracket predictions. So yeah, I would have done this sooner before the playing games and everything, but like I said, I have been sick. So we're going to be doing it before the last playing games, which is okay because it's not really going to be infecting. Man, bro, I'm so sick. I'm talking about infections, bro. No, man, it's not going to really be affecting my end result or anything like that. So before we get going on this, if I can please ask you to leave a like, not only to help with that YouTube algorithm, but also, it's one of those videos, man, that people are going to get upset. Keep in mind, only one team can win the NBA championship. So, you know, if you're a Lakers fan, I don't have you going all the way. Or if you're a Cavaliers fan, I don't got you going all the way. Or maybe I do. Then, you know, don't get too upset. Only one team can win it, right? So let's get going on this, my friends. All right, so let's get this out of the way for both sides. I don't have Chicago or Miami beating the Milwaukee Bucks. Both those teams are stuck in 1980s as far as their offensive skill sets go. Although Zach LaVine did turn up that one game, though, May. He did turn up a few nights ago. But, yeah, regardless, anything they can do offensively is going to be betterly done by the Bucks. And also, anything they can do offensively is going to be destroyed by the Bucks defense. So, yeah, you know, respectfully speaking, I do have the Bucks sweeping the first round, man. I do. I think it's going to be a 4-0 one. So, yeah, we'll start with that. Sorry, Miami / Chicago. We'll do this in 4. Okay. And then for the Nuggets against OKC / Minnesota, I actually have OKC or Minnesota being able to take a game or two from the Denver Nuggets. I just think that's a really good possibility, you know, being at full strength and everything like that. But ultimately speaking, I do have the Nuggets also moving on 4 games to 2. So here we go. I'm going to put Denver for that. All right. That looks like pen. A few more letters. I can no longer put this on YouTube. Okay, let's do this in order now. So we'll do well, it's not really order, but we're just gonna do it like this. Let's do Cavaliers and Knicks next. So I think Julius Randle might be missing the beginning of that series, which I actually really like this New York team. I really love this for a first round matchup. I think it's just a really fun matchup all around. Emmanuel quickly is gonna be huge. You know, he's gonna need to be able to step it up as far as making up the offense of Julius Randle if he's out and everything. Cavaliers, though, man, that team is lengthy. That team is tall. You know, they got Evan Mobley out there, who I was seeing could get Defensive Player of the Year. All-star backcourt. You know, Donovan Mitchell's going to be hungry. Man, I will say, like, I planned on rooting for the Knicks in the playoffs. That was, like, the team I was going to look to. I really love Jalen Brunson, but it's the team's talents are so close, really across the board, man, that, you know, a big-time injury, that's the difference for me. So I do have the Cavaliers winning 4 games to 2 and moving on to the second round, man. But I do think this will be a 7-game series with Julius Randle, you know, being healthy and everything. But we got the Cavs moving on. So there we go. Okay. Next up, we got the 76ers versus the Nets. All right, man. We will say, you know, that trade deadline. I don't really know how the Nets have been doing as of late. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching a lot of Nets basketball. I do know that Mikal Bridges has been balling out, but that seed was a little higher before the trade deadline. So I do think the Nets situation kind of teeters towards a rebuild. I don't think that really is great for the first round. You know, Ben Simmons, I don't believe is playing or anything, and you know, Joel Embiid, we know this is going to be a man on a mission. Nicholas Claxton's great and everything, but outside of him, they don't really got, you know, too much other height out there. I think Embiid and Harden, the pick and roll game, is really going to dominate them. And, yeah, I think this is a sweep also, man. I don't see the Nets winning a game here. Maybe they get one, but the Sixers team, they're special this year, man. So I got the 76ers sweeping the Nets. Maybe get a game or two, man. Maybe a game, but probably not. So 7-6. All right, next we got the Celtics versus the play-in team Hawks. So my dude Sadiq Bey, man, was holding down the fort in that game for them and everything. But I don't extremely dislike how the Hawks actually match up against the Celtics, especially, you know, having DeJounte Murray on their team now and everything. You know, I actually really like the second unit for the Hawks and everything too. I don't think it's a sweep. I can't say I have the Hawks beating the Celtics here. I just don't think that's the case. But it wouldn't surprise me if this ends up being a little bit more of a difficult series. than what the Celtics would like starting off here. I think it's probably also a 6-game series. I don't see this one going to 7, but I don't think the Hawks are going to be an easy out by any stretch of the imagination. But ultimately, I do have the Celtics moving on 4-2 against the 76ers. Okay, so yeah, we'll do a conference by conference here. I think that's the best way to go. So next up, let's look at the Bucks and the Cavaliers, man. They're going to have a lot of big bodies to throw at Giannis, between Jarrett and Evan Mobley. And but I don't know, man. I'm just like Drew Holiday against Donovan Mitchell. That would be a nice matchup. Bucks Cavs, man. It's going to be a good series. It's going to really come down to the whistle, though, man. Like, Giannis, how many times he gets to the free throw line, if you can knock him down. I think it's a 7-game series. I think experience wins out here. I really like this Cavaliers team, man. I really do. But I think experience wins out. It's going to be a close one. But I got the Bucks getting it in a 7-game series, man. So 4-3 over the Cavaliers. But I just, Chris Middleton, what he does offensively, he's like the perfect second guy all the time, man. Brook Lopez. It's like they got the bodies on the Cavs, but obviously between Brook and Bobby and even Giannis and everything, it's like they can be able to match up against them. It's going to be a physical series, but I got the Bucks. All right, 76ers versus Celtics. This is going to come down to how Robert Williams can do against Embiid, because we do know the 76ers get to the free throw line, a lot of pick and roll game. Shooters got to be shooting, which goes without saying, I guess. But is Al Horford enough to stop Joel Embiid? Probably not. But does that matter? Does that matter in the end of the day? It's like if you just let Embiid do his thing, that's kind of what my Pistons did back in 2004, against Kobe and Shaq, where they let Shaq go off and they focused on Kobe. So it's like, do you kind of do the same thing with Harden and Embiid and kind of pick your poison? But then, Tyrese Maxey, I mean, that man's better than Derek Fisher. Come on now. Celtics 76ers, such a good series. And again, this is good. This is where it gets to the point where it's just really hard. It can really go either way. You know what? I'm totally going to go against what I thought I was going to do going into this video, man. I really want Joel Embiid to get a championship. I don't know. I like his work ethic. I actually feel like he's a really solid leader. But the Celtics, you can say so many great things about them too. And I think when it comes down to it, you got to look at coaching. And this is nothing against the 76ers roster, but I got to give respect to the Celtics until Doc Rivers can prove himself more as a coach, man. That goes beyond 2008. That's got to be the difference maker, right? I think, once again, it's a 7-game series, but I think I trust the Celtics more in a 7-game series than I do Doc Rivers and the 76ers. Did I say that right? I think I did, man. So I do have the Celtics moving on here. Sixers fans, I'm rooting for y'all too, man. Rooting for a lot of teams this year. And then we got Bucks, Celtics. Exciting. I'm going to be quite honest. I got Giannis, man. I don't really got a lot to say about this one. Y'all know Celtics fans, I was rooting for you guys last season, so don't call me a hater or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, the NBA is beginning to feel like the more by the book you are, the script, then the better chance you have of a successful bracket. Like, it just feels like for years now, man, it's not really been anything that's been too like, oh my goodness, look at this thing happened. Like, Bucks, Celtics, I think the Bucks are the better team. I got the Bucks. Man. I do. Although I do like Malcolm Brogdon. But I don't know. I just feel like that Bucks defense and like, I mean, Al Horford can knock down threes and stuff, but we'll see what he's doing at this point, man. The man's getting old, so. And we'll be nice. We'll say it's in 7. Okay? All right, Western Conference, we got Suns, Clippers. Paul George is missing the beginning of that series. I do think it's going to be a good series. I think it goes to 6. I have the Suns winning it, though, in 6. Yeah, once again, kind of what you could say the same about the Cavs, Knicks. When you have a superstar player, all-star player, missing the beginning of the series, that's enough to make a difference, especially in a 4 or 5 series. So, yep, I think this one goes. Excuse me, I told you guys, man, I'm still getting over my sickness. 4-2. That's not looking like a 4-2, but I got him in 6. All right, Kings Warriors. I know my only Kings fan is watching this, man, And I know he's getting ready for me to disrespect the Kings. And he would be correct. He would be correct. I'm sorry. Experience, I think, makes a big difference. I think veterans win NBA championships. I think Wiggins is going to be back. Yes, this Warriors team is a 6 seed, but they've gone through a lot of things this season that I think that's the reason why they're not higher. I don't really always tend to reward regular season success. I don't think it makes a bit of difference when it comes to playoff experience. This Kings team, the Beam team, all that was great. It's been a great story, but I'm sorry, I don't have them over the Warriors. I don't. I need to see stuff in the playoffs too. And if the Kings make it a series, even if they beat the Warriors in the first round, then that's my respect that I'll be given to them. In years on end. It's the same as for teams like the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, I thought they were a stepping stones team, man. So yeah, I do have the Warriors. I have the Warriors moving on here. And I think it goes to 6. I can see the Kings definitely getting 2 games, maybe even 7, but I have it 4 games to 2. All right, I got a lot of 4-2 series here, and that's just because I feel like that's kind of where we're at with the NBA. It's not a lot of sweeps in my opinion in the first round. All right, we got Grizzlies Lakers. Man, Brandon Clark, I know he's out. Isn't there another major injury on? Yeah, Steven Adams. That actually makes a huge difference. 2 big bodies, bro. The Lakers going to be rested for the first round. I don't know what the Lakers do beyond that, but I don't think it's an ideal first round matchup for the Grizzlies, especially with the injuries. I want to be able to root for my dude Luke Kennard, John Morant. But I think we've been pretty by the book to start things off here. Well, no, we got the Kings losing, but I'm definitely rewarding veteran players here, I guess, old head players, I suppose. I got to go and... Can the Lakers beat the Grizzlies 4 times in a 7-game series? You know what, man? No, they can't. I got the Grizzlies, man. We got the... no, I don't. Okay, you know what? Same logic as before. It's because of the injuries. Lakers in 7. Lakers in 7, man. Lakers in 7, okay? Denver Suns. At this point, somebody's going to be injured on the Suns, man. We know it. Somebody's going to be injured on the Suns at this point. Completely healthy. I actually really like the matchup. I think it's another 7-game series. Goes either way. I have the Suns in 7. And I think at this point, people really start questioning Jokic. And they for some reason, I guess we've forgotten that triple doubles don't really matter. See Russell Westbrook. But for some reason, because the center, we fall in love with that again, and the efficiency and stuff. So I guess that's the difference between Russell and him was the efficiency. But okay, but yeah, I think Jokic gets questioned at this point, man. 4 games to 3. Suns moving on. Warriors Lakers. I have the Warriors completely healthy. I have the Warriors getting this one. Probably in 5. The Lakers don't have the firepower, man. I got it in 5. All right. And then final... I almost put Lakers. Warriors. Okay, man. I'm actually all for this matchup here. Kevin Durant against the Warriors. Chris Paul, old. He ain't keeping up with Curry at this point here, man. And we got the Warriors Bucks, man. We got Warriors Bucks. Warriors Bucks, man. Yes. I think you got to look at history when things are this close. That's all I can say, man. You got to look at history when things are this close. Yeah, we'll say in 7. Sure, why not? Warriors Bucks. Whoo, baby. I think at this point, I think the size of the Warriors starts to become a big time issue. I think offensively speaking, the Bucks, especially what they do defensively, they can bring the Warriors down to their level, and they still got enough firepower, man. I was gonna say Warriors, but I really talked myself out of it. I think Giannis gets his 2nd ring in 4 games to 2. 4 games to 2. Bucks are your NBA champions. Is it boring? Yeah, probably. Is it what's gonna happen? I guarantee it, man. Guaranteed, man. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.